after delivery, it doesn't end there. When you give birth, you'll feel like they use stick to beat you. See, I'm just going to say it the way it is. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jessica George. Thank you for stopping by. Welcome. Please subscribe if you are not subscribed. So guys, today I'll be talking about things to expect after labor and delivery. The truth is, I don't think there is a lot of information about motherhood, childbirth, all those things on social media. I think people shy away from it. Maybe they feel like when it's your turn, you will experience it. But I feel like these things, as you're supposed to say it out so that people will learn from it. I'll be telling you things to expect when you deliver your baby. After labor, after delivery, it doesn't end there. If they give you a tear, you'll definitely be in pains for like weeks or probably months. But then once you deliver the baby, there's something they call post-labor contractions. You know the contractions you have when you're in labor. This one you've given birth to, but I don't think it happens to everybody. For my first baby, I did not experience it. Maybe because, I don't know, I didn't really take notes. I'm sure if it was that bad, I would have taken notes. I didn't take note of any contractions. But when I had my second baby, my God, the contractions were, I don't even know. I think it's even more intense than the normal labor contractions. I don't know how to put it. It's just different. It feels like they are twisting your intestines or something in your stomach. Like the contractions where it was not playing. I used to hear about it. I've seen it on TikTok several times. Watched people talk about it, but I've not experienced it. So I'm like, it can't be that bad. It was that bad. Once you go and give birth, expect it. It might happen to you, it might not happen to you, but post labor contraction is a thing. With my second baby, when I gave birth, I think I gave birth around 5 a.m. But I started feeling that contraction hours later. It was not immediately. Hours later, when they've taken me to the ward, when I've settled down, towards evening, I had baby around 5 a.m. So towards evening, let's say 4-5 p.m., I started feeling these contractions. And then, but before then, I already I started trying to breastfeed, put baby on the breast and pump. I noticed that it became worse when I'm pumping or when baby is sucking. It's not as if there was any milk coming out at that time, but like, I think the nipples, just there's this sensation that it sends to your body or something like that. But it was not funny at all. The way I slept that night after I gave birth, the day I gave birth, the way I slept that evening, that night, I was breastfeeding baby, and before you know it, I started feeling that thing was, God. I was telling my mom that, what kind of pain? What kind of pain is this? And she was sucking. It was, see, I couldn't even hold it. I just said, Mommy, take baby. I carried the baby and I gave to my mom, and I laid down on my stomach, and that was how I slept. I did not move, I did not shake. I woke up at 6 a.m. This thing I'm telling you happened 8 p.m. I just slept like a log of wood. After I stopped breastfeeding, when I laid down, it did not stop. It took time before it stopped. I don't know when it stopped because I slept off. But I'm just trying to tell you guys that post-labor contraction is a thing, but for me it only happened that day, and I think the next day, let's just say within 2 days, it stopped contracting. Your uterus actually contracts. Another thing I experienced after having my baby was like body pain, serious body pain, because you see labor, when you give birth, you feel like they use stick to beat you. See, I'm just going to say it the way it is. I'm just going to say it the way it is. I don't know why people shy away from these things and sugarcoat it. You can trust me to tell you the truth. If I don't tell you, who will tell you? See, it will be as if the trailer jam you. I've trailer jam you. Trailer never jam me before, but it will be as if trailer jam you. Just prepare for it, because first of all, throughout your labor contractions till you give birth, you cannot sleep. If you sleep, they will even beat you. The nurses will beat you. Madam, why are you sleeping? This is not time to sleep. You cannot sleep. You probably might not be able to eat throughout, and you probably might not be, I don't know, you are just going to be in one place. Nigeria hospitals will tell you to lie down on the bed, but even if you are not lying down, you are walking about trying to make sure that baby comes. you will be tired, and labor is like, how many hours? You will be tired and exhausted. Once you give birth, once you now start resting, it will just feel like you went to war and now you are back. But I feel like it's a good kind of pain because you've gone through pain that is worse, and now it's just normal body pain, and the hospital will give you medications, pain medications, basically, to help you feel better. It's not much of a big deal. The third thing I experienced after having my babies, the two of them, was fever. See, I felt sick. This is not even fever. I think this is like malaria, typhoid. No, not typhoid, sha. This is like malaria fever. With my first baby, I came back from the hospital, and I was cold. The cold is not normal cold. Is one kind of cold from the pit of hell. See, when I had rain in the night like this, if my mom would tell me that she's hot, because me and my mom were sleeping in the same room, she would tell me she's hot. Did it even cause quarrel? She would tell me she's hot. Me, I say I'm cold. I'll be shivering. Even if I cover duvet, I'll be shivering inside the duvet. I've never experienced that kind of cold. The only time I've experienced that kind of cold is number one, when I get pregnant. That's like the first symptom. My first pregnancy symptom is usually cold. I can't even have my bath with, even if I have my bath with hot water, once I come out from the bathroom like this, I'll be shivering. In the night, one kind of cold will just enter me, I'll be shivering. That's the same thing that happened to me after giving birth. One kind of bad cold like this will just, everybody will be feeling heat, but you'll be feeling cold, and it mostly happens at night. And then after the cold, in the next few days, I just start running temperature and I fall sick, and I just have to go to the hospital. With rain, I went to the hospital. This thing I'm telling you, in less than 1 week of giving birth, I must go to the hospital because I must be sick. They take me to the hospital. When I go there, they will do tests. The second one, they were asking me some questions, and my husband just told them she just gave birth. The baby is 1 week old. And the nurse was like, oh. The doctor was like, oh, no wonder. I have to take care of myself very well, treat myself before getting better. I feel like it's the whole impact from the labor and delivery. See, labor and delivery is not a joke. There's a lot that will happen to your body. I think it's the whole impact. Like my mom used to tell me, you know, it's your body pass through. Why you must sick? You must just sick. I don't know if it happens to everybody, but I feel like if you fall sick after giving birth, it's just a sign that you went through a lot. A lot. Then the fourth thing I experienced once I give birth is low appetite. For some reason, when I give birth, I don't feel like eating food. My mouth just goes, and I will not be hungry. I don't know. I don't know why. I will not be hungry, and I will not feel like eating. It was even worse with my second baby. I would literally sleep and wake up by 12, 1 or 2 in the afternoon before I eat. And when they're asking me what do you want to eat, everything they give me, no one they hungry me. All those pepper soup, all those things people eat when they give birth, I just used to force myself if they really hungry me. I think the whole labor and delivery thing comes with low appetite for food. It goes on for months, like 1 month, 2 months. I can literally be 3 months postpartum, 4 months postpartum before I start eating properly, before I get my taste buds back and start eating properly. But mind you, as I'm saying, I don't have appetite for food. I have appetite for junks. I have appetite for junks and pizza and ice cream and all those yama yama. I have appetite for those ones, but you see, proper food. It was worse this time. I had to go and take one medicine to deworm. Maybe that's what is causing. And I always feel like I want to throw up. I feel like I want to throw up. I don't know what was wrong. Whether it's warm, I don't know. But I had to take one medicine. But after taking the one medicine, it did not stop until like how many weeks later. Then it stopped. And then the last thing that happened to me, and that's my favorite part of giving birth, going through labor and delivery. When I'm pregnant, I usually have I think it depends on the gender of the baby you're having, because with rain my neck was very dark, and my face, my nose and everything. But with shine, I wasn't that bad, but my nose was big. Obviously everything was it showed that I was pregnant, but it wasn't as bad as Rain's own. My neck wasn't even that dark with Mama Mia. But once I give birth, my skin will be giving 100/100 minus nothing. If you see me when I give birth, you will not know that I just had a baby. Apart from nose that will still be trying to go inside. I think my nose even went back on time with Shine than Rain. But my skin, no single pimple, no without skincare, without doing nothing, because when I'm pregnant I don't do skincare. Even when I give birth, it takes time. Without making an effort, my skin will just start glowing and glowing. My color, as in no hyperpigmentation whatsoever. My neck, my face, everything will just be perfect. People will just be asking me, you look good, you are glowing. And I'm not doing anything. I'm not even rubbing cream. I'm not doing anything, and I really like that part. But after some months, that clear skin will just disappear again. I don't know why. I wish that clear skin can just last forever. My skin will just be like a baby's bum. No single pimple, no single nothing. Everywhere will just be so clear. I love it. I love that part. This video is basically straight to the point. I just came to tell you guys things to expect if you're planning to have a baby, or you just got married, or you're even pregnant. This video is for you. Just have these things in mind. All might not happen to you, some might happen to you, or none might even happen to you. It just depends on your body. But these are things to expect before you give birth, so that it will not shock you, it will not come on, especially that contraction and the whole pain and fever is totally normal. But when you fall sick, once the fever starts, please make sure to see a doctor. Don't go and treat yourself, because there are medications you cannot take when you are breastfeeding. There are things you can't take when you are breastfeeding and when you are pregnant. Even if it's headache, go to the hospital. Catarrh, go to the hospital. Cough, go to the hospital. I just wanted to share that with you guys. Thank you guys for watching this video. Like it, share to your friends, subscribe if you are not subscribed, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.